Welcome to Softcore Wellness. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Chelsea. This is a space to explore without pressure, perfectionism, or performance.
Softness, strength, and being human.
That's the vibe.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Softcore Wellness. We've got a solo episode today, so it'll be just us. We love it. We do have some great interviews sandwiching this episode, so that's going to be really fun, connecting with some great humans. Do you want to introduce kind of our topic and what we're going to discuss today?
Absolutely. Today we're talking about routines. First of all, love them or hate them, but we just thought it would be fun to share what we're doing currently, what's working, what's not working, what we want to change, maybe things we've done in the past that we love, that we don't love anymore.
Yeah.
And just how we see our routines ebb and flow through our daily life, our monthly cycles, seasons, as we age, etc. So I guess first, routine. I hate the word routine personally.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah,
Hot take, fun fact.
I hate it. But I'm an Aquarius sun and a Virgo rising. So like I have fully a love-hate relationship with routines.
Yeah.
Like I love them.
I get it in my own way, but yeah.
Until I'm bored and then it has to change immediately or I will lose my mind. Like I don't like to be told what to do. And even if it's me telling me what to do, I don't like it.
Yeah. That is valid though, because life shouldn't be super rigid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can relate to that. Like I've gone through phases of being so rigid with myself, whether it's like a diet and exercise routine or a sleep schedule or whatever.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks the fun out of life for me personally.
Yeah.
I do also function though. I function highly with a schedule, with boundaries, with like I use a routine loosely. I was thinking about this morning, kind of, coming into this conversation. Routine can feel so rigid where, say, and I keep mentioning this in different episodes of like, I'm never drinking ever again. Like that feels terrifying.
There's
like,
a word for those words and I am blanking on what it is.
Yeah, but it just
absolutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it this morning and I'm just like, okay, I enjoy routines. I enjoy having my schedule, but it ebbs and flows from day to day and week to week, right?
Yeah,
like I know that like through every week I teach classes at these times. And so I know that that means that I should be getting to bed early on the days leading up to the early morning classes. So there's like that element of the routine. There is the element of, well, maybe we have a birthday party. We celebrated yours recently. And so I'm going to stay out on a school night later than I would, knowing that, okay, maybe my routine of waking up at 7:30, 8 a.m. the next day needs to be adjusted and having that flexibility and compassion toward, being able to show up for my friends and for myself and treat myself to different things and experiences so that routine doesn't have to be so rigid. But in the same breath, like I like spontaneity as well, right? But here's the bratty part. I like to be spontaneous on my terms.
No, I get that.
I mean, I like spontaneity if it works, for me and it feels good and it's someone else's idea too. But it used to give me such bad anxiety to get like a spontaneous plan change. And this was also when I was going through a lot too. So it was like, I thrived a lot actually when I was going through a lot after like my divorce and my brother died and moving back from the other side of the country. I had to have a routine because my nervous system was so wonky that it was, if I didn't have a good foundation of literally sleep, eat, hydration, and like walking in the neighborhood, I would lose my shit. Like my nervous system, I'd have panic attacks, all those things. So routine in those ways, I think it should be reframed for me as self-care, right? What are my self-care practices that are non-negotiable or like a regular to semi-regular basis?
Because you're right. I love that you brought up your nervous system and having routines or rhythms or whatever word you want to use to describe it does offer your nervous system that stability and that safety, like the guardrails of like, I know this will happen. most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah. And I think with routines, it can also speak to just plans in general, also as like a little side shoot of that, of not every plan has to be written in stone. Like, I know we do have important commitments in our lives and we should show up for those and things like that. But like this weekend, besides my obligations, I ended up clearing my entire schedule because I've got some things to study for and rest. And like, so I chose to be fluid and flexible and soften instead of being rigid and being like, well, actually, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and get it all done and see all these people because I was already feeling stressed about it. So I think with routines and plans in general, it's important to have that balance. And really it's self-awareness. I think like tuning in to like your emotions, your energy levels. Are you irritable because you're stressed? Like that's a sign that, hey, maybe I should rest, take a quiet night in or whatever that means to you. So I am for routines.
Yeah, same.
But I think every single person should define what a routine is for them. And then if it's no longer working, we're going to get a new routine.
Well, and how elaborate it needs to be. Like, I think what you're saying too, like, because of some of my routines, I'm set up to be more flexible through the rest of my day because of certain things I've decided to do every morning.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in a really good place with routines.
Okay,
like
let's
I have
hear
a few
some
things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so every morning when I wake up, I play these little like brain games on LinkedIn.
Okay, I love that.
There's like 5 or 6 of them. It takes 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm still laying in bed. I know you're not supposed to pick up your phone, but whatever, it works for me.
You make your own rules.
Exactly.
I'm bad. I pick up my phone every morning and I'm like, what do I have to do today?
But I do the games like before I do anything else, and it just like feels like a good way to stretch my brain and check in mentally before diving into social media or getting up and like activating my body. And then I have a dog, so I walk her every morning. And I just became an official library card holder in the city of Atlanta.
Congratulations.
So I can use Libby for real.
Yes.
I dumped Audible like last year.
Yeah.
And so now I'm doing all audiobooks on Libby. So every morning I listen to an audiobook.
I love
walk
that.
the dog, which is really nice. And I try to make that, like I love to read, but I try to make that book like educational or something nonfiction.
Yeah.
Because I read a lot of fiction too. And then I am, before we go on the walk, I do my glass of water with my creatine, my fiber, and I do L-citrulline. Don't ask me what it's for. It's supposed to be good for people with type 1 diabetes. And like, so far,
here we go.
it's been fine. So I just do that. And I drink that, and I have my little multivitamin and like a little couple glugs of like a protein shake, and then I'm out the door with the dog. And then from there, like, that's it. Like, it's not too much. I mean, obviously I wash my face and brush my teeth and whatever, but like, that's my morning routine. Literally, it's been like a week and a half, but it's working. I love it. 2 weeks from now, I might hate it and revolt and totally change it. But for now, this morning, but like, because I do all of those things and because I set up, you know, my nervous system and my mind and set that routine, I feel like I've accomplished something before I walked out the door.
Sure.
I feel like I've nourished my body before I walk out the door. So like anything else that happens from there, I feel like I'm just like set up for more success.
I love that. I want to circle back to pets actually, because unpopular opinion, most of my close friends know I'm not the biggest dog person. I do semi co-parent with my mom, her little 4-pound Yorkie, Annie.
She's so cute.
But I'm not the biggest dog person. I have a cat. Kiwi's amazing. But I do want to highlight like the positive impact of, you know, pets that require going out on walks and doing those things into routines of people's lives. And I think that there's a different level of companionship that you have that like keeps you getting up in the morning, because if it's not for you and you're having an off day, it's the routine of I have to take my little fur ball out or whatever that means. And like, when I pet sit Annie, like my mom just came back from a vacation, it's like I do more daily movement, right? Like I teach in the fitness world, I do classes, but I still work a very sedentary, you know, 9 to 5 type job where I am sitting on the computer, horrible posture, all the things. And so it gets me up like, let's play fetch, let's go on a little walk, let's have some more movement, get some fresh air. things like that that maybe we wouldn't be so inclined to do. And again, I'm speaking from my
Yeah.
experience,
No.
but to do if we didn't have the companion that
Mm-hmm.
that needed that from us and that kind of thing. So I think that that actually does add a really nice, element. And I can't quote any studies, but I am aware of, people having companion animals like that, adding so much enrichment to your lives and
Absolutely.
mental health and
Yeah.
all of those things. So I think that that's really great that you mentioned that. I love that as someone that's not a dog owner and I don't have to do that every day.
Yeah.
But as someone that is, like, I think that that's beautiful because it's adding such a nice get outside, get the fresh air, get some steps in the morning to wake the body up, wake up the brain before you get into the rest of the day. And then same thing
Yeah.
at night and whatever those routines look like for you with Margot.
Absolutely. When I first got her, we lived in a house with a fenced-in yard, so,
Mm.
like, we went on walks because she liked it, but it wasn't even a daily thing because she
Yeah.
ran around the yard. She
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
tiny, so the yard was huge, and she was
Yeah.
exhausted by the end of the day. But then I've moved into spaces where we didn't have a yard, and I was like, "Oh god, I'm gonna have to walk my dog every day." But I've loved it, not just for the walking and my connection with her, but, like, I get to be outside at the exact same time every day, 365 days a
Mm.
year, and, like, feel the season changes and witness the
Mm.
flowers blooming
I
and the
love
leaves
that.
changing and all of that in a way that I did not
Mhm.
appreciate before I had to be out
Mhm.
every single day.
Nature's routines.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I think it's really grounding
Mhm.
too, and just
And
observing those subtle changes
the
in nature.
community aspect, right?
Yeah,
Like, you're out there with
absolutely.
all the other little puppy owners that
Mhm.
go out at the same time waving,
Yeah.
or we, at Vesta on the Beltline, we have the same cute little Frenchie that
Mhm.
comes in every day
Little fits.
for their little daily treat, and it is the cutest thing, and
Yeah.
so it just that adds, like, a layer of, like, community with the
Mhm.
routine of, getting out there, walking your dog, and that
Oh,
kind of
yeah. If
thing.
you
I
wanna
love
meet
that.
people, take your dog for a walk. Like, Margot's Beltline famous. Like, no one knows who I am, but I have conversations all the time
Everyone
because
knows
people are like, "I've
Margot.
seen her before. She's so
It's
fun. She's
so
so cute."
cute. Yeah.
She's got a lot of energy for
Yeah.
an almost 12-year-old dog.
Yeah, she does.
Mhm.
Yeah,
She's a busy girl.
she is.
Yeah. What about you? What does your morning routine look like these days?
It
Good, bad, or
No, it
ugly?
definitely has room to improve, I will say. My morning routine, I'm not a morning girly. I'm not, and I
Me
want
either.
to be her so bad, and I've said this for years. I wanna be a morning girly so bad. If I could live a vampire schedule and be up at night and sleep during the day,
I think that's
I would
very Aquarius.
thrive.
Like, I don't
Yes.
think we're built to be morning people. I'm not
No, it's
either.
like I'm so much more creative at night, and,
Yeah.
like,
And
there's
when I
this
say morning,
weird.
I'm talking about, like, 10 AM.
Oh, I mean, I'm still talking about, like, 8, 6, 4. I'm like, mm.
Mm.
Like, it's great when I teach my, like, 6:30 classes.
Mhm.
I have to get out of bed to do it, but to show up for a 6:30
Painful.
AM workout class, you will not catch me doing it. I did it one time and I threw up after. I was like, that's enough of that."
Yeah.
But I'll teach it to you twice a week.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine, and the
Yeah.
community is great, but,
Oh, I'll get up that early to catch a flight, but
oh, yeah, that's
that's
true
it.
too.
That's it.
But my morning routine use has lots of room for growth, in my opinion. And I think it ebbs and flows like I've had in the last, let's just say in the last year.
Mhm.
I feel like I've had a couple months at a time where I'm like, oh, I'm on more of a solid morning routine
Mhm.
versus it being a little bit more chaotic and like touch and go. I don't feel like my morning routines are chaotic now,
Yeah.
but I feel like I am so busy that I need as much sleep as possible, and I'm a bad sleeper. Like, if Kiwi runs across the room and I hear, I, like, wake up and I'm like, "What is she doing?"
Mhm.
So, I'm a super light sleeper, I have really vivid dreams, so if I don't get a good night's sleep, it's really hard for me to wake up, like,
Yeah.
when even my 7 AM alarm goes off, I like to hit snooze until the end of time.
Mhm.
So a lot of times in the morning, part of my routine is to hit snooze and just feel that little bit of indulgence in bed of
Mhm.
like, "Oh, wait, I can sleep for 10 more minutes." And
It
so
feels
it's
so long
it
sometimes. 10
does.
minutes.
And I
It's
also think
crazy.
that it's like a gentle way to wake up too. Like,
Mhm.
there's this like gentleness about it for me where I'm like, "Okay, I've hit snooze for 30 minutes. I'm more awake. I can
Mhm.
get up now." I usually do look at my phone.
Is your room really dark?
No, I actually like to sleep with the windows open.
Yeah, I won't put blackout curtains on my windows because I know I would sleep until noon, like,
Yeah,
every
no,
day.
I like
I
to
like the natural light.
yeah, I like the natural light,
Mhm.
as well, so that I can wake up to the sunshine, and at least if I'm gonna overindulge and sleep in, I'm
Mhm.
like, "Well, I know what time it is," unless it's,
Yeah.
like, rainy weather. But then I usually get up and do my little, like, morning face routine, like,
Mhm.
simple, wash my face, brush my teeth. If I put makeup on, it's not until, like, later in the
Yeah.
day, like, mid-morning, noon, or depending on where I need to be kind of thing. That is not something that I do right when I wake up.
Yeah, me either.
And then I honestly like to hit the ground running. I pop open some caffeine, take 2 really big gulps, and that dopamine hit in my brain is like, "Yes, we can tackle
We
the
got
day." It's so good, and then I get right to work, honestly.
Yeah.
I get the best work done in the morning, so whether I wake
Okay.
up at 7:30
Mhm.
or 9:30, those first 4 hours of my morning is the most productive time of my day.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me to do, like, a new task at 4:35 PM,
Mhm.
I will need to look over it the next morning most likely, or
Yeah.
it's gonna take me way longer.
Yeah.
So I, then immediately get on my laptop, check my work stuff,
Mhm.
text you usually to be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what's on the agenda today? What do we need to work on?"
Mhm.
So that's really my morning routine, honestly. So I would like to incorporate different things where
Yeah. What do you feel like
maybe
is what's missing?
yeah, I don't even wanna say meditation because I feel like I'm horrible at meditating, and that would be a lie, and I don't wanna lie to you.
Yeah.
I
But we've talked too about meditation, like, it doesn't mean sitting in silence
yes.
in a seated position, like, a walk is a meditation.
Yes, exactly.
Making your breakfast can be a
I would like
meditation.
to integrate more regular food,
Yeah.
because if I get up to teach, if it's super early, sometimes I won't eat, and that's fine. Like, I
Mhm.
can just have some caffeine, teach a class, and then eat immediately
Yeah.
after. But if I'm just working and I don't have to teach a morning class, sometimes I don't eat until almost noon, and then that can make me feel sick and kind of mess
Mhm.
up the rest of my day. So I think
Yeah.
integrating some sort of like high protein something to break like the nighttime fast and stuff would be a good practice for me, even if
Yeah.
it's, small.
Mhm.
I think some sort of intention setting to feel grounded for the day, whether it is like 10, 15 minutes of a light stretch or getting into the body before my brain starts going bing, 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 bing back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sitting in stillness, that sounds horrible to me, like torture. But
Mhm.
even if it was like, okay, I'm looking through my schedule of the day, and then can I squeeze in and block my calendar for like even a little time for me, right? Which for me, that's usually a nap
Yeah.
or like a fun little TV show mind break during the day or
Mhm.
something like that. Or setting like a creative intention for the day. I guess like if I were to journal to be like, okay, I'm super grateful for this, but it could literally be a 2-minute thing.
Yeah.
I think that those are little things that I would want to add and
Mhm.
start there. Because
Yeah.
if I'm like, I want to start waking up at 6 a.m., first of all, I know I'm not going to do it. So
Yeah. No.
that's just not setting me up for
Mm-mm.
success. So there's room for improvement.
Yeah.
But it also does work for me in my own way too. Like even though I wake up and immediately hit the ground running, that doesn't stress me out like it would stress people out.
Yeah. No,
Where that like you
I
wake up late and then you're like, oh shit, and it kind of throws off your whole day.
yeah.
That is not my
No.
vibe.
I
I
I'm
like it.
more like you too. Like,
Hmm.
when I'm awake, I'm awake.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like,
and I
let's
can
go.
immediately go.
Yeah.
Like, when I used to work from home, like, I could get up 10 minutes before a meeting and be fine.
Yeah, same.
But I'm not a morning caffeine person, and I'm not a coffee drinker
Mm-hmm.
either. So I think that makes a difference too. Like, I don't need that. So I can literally just
So you can
roll
just
out of
go,
bed.
well, I love that. That is also something that I want to work on is reducing the caffeine intake
Yeah.
because, whew,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love caffeine. I
yeah,
just am a later in the day caffeine
yeah.
girl.
Oh no, I'm like first thing in the morning or
And not a
the brain
coffee
does
girl.
not wake up.
Oh.
Um, but yeah, I mean, so those are my morning routines and
Yeah.
hopes for improvement, but I'm very happy with what I have now too. So
Yeah.
with the room for improvement, it's not coming from a place where
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm failing at my mornings.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It's
my
working.
lifestyle right now, it works for me.
Mhm.
Like I don't have to be up and somewhere at 6 or 7 a.m.
Mhm.
every single day. I
Yeah.
do have a little bit more flexibility and, getting my day job work done
Yeah.
and the classes and stuff like that. So I am super grateful
I
for
w
that.
and I would say too, neither one of us really has that, like, traditional American
Thank God.
schedule where it's like you get up, you go to work, you're at work all day, and then you
But
go
we've
home.
done it.
We have
Woo!
both been in that place, in a
We've done it.
physical building, doing work all day and then leaving. It's interesting, since I've left that space, I'm like, I don't know how people have capacity to do that in anything else, because
Same.
I've totally rearranged the way like my energy works,
Yes.
that I don't know if I could build that back in again.
Same.
And I'm still doing plenty, and I've had so much more space for creative projects like this. Like, this could not have happened if I had
1,000%.
a 9 to 5 in
an office. Yeah. I remember so as much as I feel like I have like extroverted jobs and hobbies, I really need my alone time. Like,
Same.
I need to reset. I
Mhm.
need my quiet time. And I think that's also why I like naps too, is because it
Mhm.
forces me to like just be alone and like
Mhm.
my body gets to reset and it's so
Mhm.
nice and whatever. But like, I remember working like the 9 to 5 and first of all, not getting a nap. And that was devastating.
I love
But
when I hear about works or like jobs that have like nap
sleep
spaces
pods.
and sleep pods, or
Yes.
like under the desk mattresses are a little weird. Like, no, but
That reminds me of like preschool, but you know, honestly, I'm for it. If I had to be somewhere,
yeah,
I might as
true.
well like be comfortable and be
Mhm.
able to thrive. But
Mhm.
I would get home and then at 5, I'd want to take a nap because I was so energetically drained. Like
Mhm.
my brain was like off and mush at that point,
Yeah.
that like working from home has been the best
Mhm.
life change for me
Yeah.
ever. And
Yeah,
like
I know it's not for everyone, but it definitely
yes, and
helped my mental health
I am in meetings all day,
immensely. Yeah.
like, when I'm working, like,
Mhm.
I'm in, you know, meetings, talking to people, dealing with issues, problem solving, stuff like that, but having the space to maybe wear sweatpants
Mhm.
and snuggle up with a blankie on my couch and then, like, walk to the kitchen to get a snack and, like, go say hello to the cat, and there's
Yeah.
just something about it that keeps my social battery charged so
Mhm.
that then I can go like teach a
Yeah.
class or go out and be social
Yeah.
in a way that I was never able to show up for. Even when I was like really young, right? When
Mhm.
you're just like go, 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 or like in college and stuff, like
Yeah.
I can show up for things way better now
I
with the
agree.
structure of my life
Yeah.
than I've ever been able to.
Well, I think it makes household tasks easier too.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I could do
You can throw in some
laundry
laundry
in
in the
between meetings, or
yes.
wash the dishes, or even like
Yes.
meal prep
Yes.
was huge
1,000%.
and made me healthier, I
Yeah.
think,
Mhm.
personally.
No, I love that.
So shifting that with household tasks, do you have a routine around like your home? Or then this doesn't just mean like cleaning, like, you know me,
I hate
I
chores
love to
so
like
much.
same,
My
you
mom's
know.
gonna watch this and be like, "This girl's the worst." She knows though.
Yeah. No, I am this is not good for me either. Every once in a while I'd get in a groove of like doing like a Sunday reset. So at least like
Mm.
my house is nice going into the
Mhm.
week. But no, I love to let the clothes pile up and the dishes pile up, and
Oh, the clothes pile. The clothes pile in my
Mhm.
bathroom. I have 2 sinks. You can only use one. The clothes pile in my living room somewhere in the living room. It gets piled up because there's something about when I go out, like for dinner, or I go out
Mhm.
somewhere nice,
Mhm.
I get home and I strip down in the living room. I
Yeah.
don't go upstairs. I don't whatever. I'm like shoes off, skirts off,
Yeah.
jackets off. So it's like my whole outfit ends up in the living room or the dining room. And then I'm so busy, I let it pile up all
Yeah.
week. And then
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, well, I guess I should put it away
Mhm.
just for it to happen again. But yeah, I feel like my Sunday routine, that one's actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
And my Thursday routine is starting to
Ooh,
become pretty
okay.
solid. So Sunday mornings, I usually teach like a 9 or 9:30 class
Mhm.
and then a P-bulb class around 11:30, 11:45
Yeah.
within those windows. So
Mhm.
I like to get up if I get up at a normal time, if I get up with like an hour or 2 to spare, then
Yeah.
it's like I get a little bit of the morning productivity done, but sometimes I do like to like roll out of bed, get dressed, do the bare minimum and go.
Yeah.
So I'll do the fitness stuff and then I'll usually go to Sweat House.
Yep.
That's been like a really great routine. And I do the same
Mhm.
thing on Thursdays now
Mhm.
too. I'll teach my super early P-bulb class and then I have started to go do Sweat House as well
Yeah.
early in the morning before I start my day. And it's just so great to suffer with purpose. Um But it is, it's a nice reset, right?
Yeah,
Like you've
absolutely.
been with me. I
Mhm.
complain the whole time in the sauna. I hate being hot, but I know that it is so good for me. I feel
Yeah,
so good after.
so good.
Get into that cold plunge, really like wakes you up. It's so great.
Mhm.
Although I do love a good nap after that. It's
Yeah.
like on Sundays, I will indulge in like usually a nice nap after Sweat House.
Especially now when the weather's been nicer and you can, like, open a
So
window and
good.
have that, like,
Yes.
fresh air breeze while you nap.
Yeah. It's
Nothing like
just,
a spring, summer
and
nap.
it's so indulgent in
Mhm.
like self-care vibes to me. I love it. So that I think is a solid routine that I
Yeah,
have. And then I
absolutely.
usually
That's for
lately,
sure, like, resetting your, nervous system and your
yes.
mind frame for the week
Yes, for
ahead.
the week, especially because we've been in a lot of sprint weeks recently where it's like
Mhm.
go, 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 all the things. So that's really nice to, and sometimes I don't even take the whole hour at Sweat House. I'll
Mhm.
go for 30 or 40 minutes and I'm like,
Mhm.
that's enough of that for today.
Yeah.
But it's being there, it's being in the intentional space, it's having the routine of I'm putting this time for myself so that I can show up to the rest of my
Mhm.
responsibilities as the best version of myself, that kind of thing. And I also like the routine of I do like the wellness IVs.
Mhm.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big, big fan of
No, they
IVs.
are really nice. Yeah.
Definitely also indulgent and
Mhm.
extra. Um, but I love them whenever I'm feeling a little bit sick or if I'm pushing my body really hard, like
Mhm.
that extra push of like vitamins for your immune system and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm currently taking an indefinite dry spell of drinking, but when I was drinking, we loved a
Yeah.
hangover IV.
Yeah.
But that's also something that I do maybe every other week, not as
Mhm.
much regularly a week, but that is something that I regularly use in like my wellness recovery routine
Yeah.
to try to maximize and optimize my life.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have, like, a house cleaning routine.
Oh, that's what that was about. My body is
No,
my
you're fine.
house. That's my
Yeah.
body house
Yeah, yeah,
routine.
yeah.
But I do, yeah, okay.
No, but I love that we talked about Sunday and a Sunday reset
Hmm.
and, like, getting ready for the week. I write a newsletter with Eve Writes
Yeah.
that comes out on
Yes.
Sunday that outlines, like, the astrological energy of the week ahead and the seasonal
We'll need to link
energy
that
of the
because
week
it's really
ahead.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that comes out on Sunday mornings, and there's journal prompts and rituals involved in that that just, like, helps you stay grounded throughout the week in that energy, so
Yeah.
I do like to practice those if I can on Sunday,
Mm.
so that I feel, A, like I did the thing I told other people to do,
Yeah. Yes.
and B, so I feel grounded in the
Yeah.
energy of the week because writing this newsletter, it's almost been a year since I started it, has really also just like my daily walks outside, like it's just grounded me so
Mm.
much in the like energy transitions of not just astrology if you don't buy into that, but the seasonal shifts that we're
Yeah.
seeing. So this week I talk a little bit about like us down here in Georgia. It's been really warm and nice. In some places it's still snowing,
Yeah.
but I think everybody is feeling the
Mhm.
shift of like the days are longer, there's
Yeah.
more light. Down here, flowers are actually blooming.
They are.
The
I know there's a
the
pink tree out there.
pollinating has begun. So, like, just noticing those things and
Yeah.
getting grounded in that helps me reset for the week.
Yeah.
I would love to get better about, like, a household routine. I know my mental health is
Yeah.
better when my house is clean and
Yes.
organized and my
Yes. Mhm.
sink doesn't smell.
Oh my god.
Um, I'm a dish soaker. I don't know, sometimes
Yeah.
I get smelly. I'm sorry. That's the only thing that's wrong with me.
That's right. She is perfect.
Other
I can
than that,
attest.
I am perfect.
Oh my god. But
But like I love it when people are like, "Oh, on Mondays I do this one small household task and on Tuesdays I do this one small household task." I feel like my schedule's maybe a little bit too erratic for that, so I'm trying to figure out a way. And there are apps now apparently that
yeah,
like
but then you've got to commit to
gamify
getting
like
into the
cleaning
app
your
and
house
doing
and
that.
things. So like
I've gotten one before and I'm just
yeah.
bad at it. That's just it's not my vibe.
Yeah, I also think
I
like
like a little bit of chaos.
yeah, I mean, I like gamification and I love data. Like with my reading,
Mhm.
um, I have an app called Storygraph, and I
Okay.
read so much more because I have the app
Yeah.
and because it shows me graphs of like how many pages I've read and how many books I've read each month. And
Yeah.
like my reading streak, like last year I read 41 days in a row and I never beat it. So
Nice.
like A, I want to beat it,
Yeah.
but B, like if I miss a day, then I'm like starting over.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want to circle back actually
Yeah.
to you saying that you've done your Eve Writes newsletter.
Yeah.
for about a year. I'd love to hear like your journey to get there and like what inspired you to provide this offering
Yeah.
out into the ethos for the community and to have that for people to read and be inspired and that kind of thing.
I mean, I think with a lot of creative projects that people do, it ultimately was really for me.
Mm.
I dabble in so many different spiritual modalities and have been trained in so many different things or have researched so much. Everything that interests me, I'm like, ooh, well, I want to learn about that. I want to learn about that. It's very projector coded for anyone who's into human design. It's also very manifesting generator, but they actually like do things with it. I just want the knowledge.
Okay.
But then I was like, but I have all this knowledge.
Yeah.
What now? And like, how can I synthesize it to make it something useful? Because there's not, like, I don't only want to do astrology and I don't only want to do human design. And I don't only want to do like natural like seasonal stuff, because that's what I studied in school is like conservation biology and nature and the world around us. And I was like, how can I put it all together? And I will admit that ChatGPT was like, what if you had a newsletter or like a Substack where you share all of this information with the world at large. And so it's been sort of iterative. Like I think initially it just started with the astrology, and since then I incorporated a weekly tarot pull, although the last 2 weeks I haven't done that because I actually like design the cards each week. So like it's a visual that I'm creating from scratch.
Yeah.
So I just haven't had time. That takes more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of weeks I'll do playlists that aligns with the energy of the week.
I do love that. Yeah.
And so that I haven't done every week just because our time has been a little bit more precious. But I've still done the astrology, and it's like an intro and like a day by day what's happening and what that energy looks like, and then a little bit of a summary of how all of that energy comes together. And then I do a handful of journal prompts, a little like ritual you can do. Something that you can do for your body that's in alignment with the energy. That. So sometimes it's just like last week, I think it was like taking a shower in the dark. We shifted into Pisces season. I know this will be not at the same time. It will probably be Aries season by the time you're hearing this. But so there's always just like a little tidbit. And then I do a little section that's just like more fun things, lighter things. There's a quote. There might be a book recommendation. And then close it out and hope that it is helpful for people for their own routines and rhythms throughout the week.
That's beautiful.
I was like, wait, where are we going with this? And I was like, oh yeah, this is a routine. This is a rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just for me to create it, but something other people can
to
use.
find something that resonates and take that time for themselves to like read through it and explore the playlists and all of that. I think that's amazing. Yeah.
I know my mom has given feedback. She was like, it's long and I can't read it all. And I'm like, okay, but
you don't have to read it all.
Just pick a part. Pick the journal prompt.
Totally.
Pick the ritual. Look at the little Eve's bubbles at the bottom that are just the little things.
1,000%.
And if that's all you can do this week, that's still something that you're, doing for yourself, because it's really focused on self-discovery and self-reflection and how is this season impacting you.
I love that.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. That's so cool.
Of course.
And I think it's important that you take the things like the universal you. You take the things that you're passionate about, and, not everybody has to have a newsletter or Substack or anything like that. But how are we sharing the things that we're passionate about and that we're learning like with the community and creating those dialogues and connections in our day-to-day lives?
Yeah. And even the step before that, which is really the impetus of creating this for me, was like, how do I integrate all of this into my own life? Like I love all these things and I'm so passionate about them. And to me, they all seemed really siloed at first. And then I was like, oh, wait, like it's all interwoven and I can integrate this into my daily life. And then I was like, this is cool. I need to share it.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So we know that you are a fitness instructor. So I feel like it's only fair that we talk about workout routines.
Oh, workout routines. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Well, again, like I said earlier, I think routines vary from day to day, week to week, month to month, different seasons and stuff like that. I think for myself, I have gone through seasons of very toxic, unhealthy relationships with exercising, where I was over exercising, spending hours and hours and hours of gym at the day, every day. And those definitely weren't inspired by a self-compassionate and loving narrative.
Yeah.
So I think more of like my advice or what I feel like I'm trying to do in that like savvy and strong space and like in
Mhm.
all of the fitness classes that I teach, in the communities and methods around town is creating a safe space to show up authentically for you as
Mhm.
you are. Um and holding the space for self-compassion and like what does that look like as it changes, right? And then to be in community during all of these things. So like, especially think about like women's health during the
Mhm.
month, right? Like during the menstrual cycle, like your hormones are fluctuating,
Mhm.
so you might have a week where you're like, yes, I can do a workout 5 or 6 days a week. I feel so strong. I'm in go mode.
Mhm.
And like maybe that works for you. And then you get to a week where you're like, oh my gosh, I am so fatigued. I'm so tired. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week, or maybe
Mhm.
you skip a week, or maybe you're doing restorative
Yeah.
something or that kind of thing. And so I think again, this is where I probably don't like the sense of routines.
Yeah.
But if you've got really strong fitness goals, you do
Mhm.
need a routine. And I
Mhm.
think that then might be changed to discipline. And
Yeah.
you exercise self discipline of, if like I have been playing with the idea of doing like a high rocks competition. And I feel like I keep talking about it like, and when you talk about something, you manifest it to the point
Mhm.
where then you're finally ready, you'll do it. And I've been
Yeah.
doing this for a couple months now. And it's like, okay, make the time, have the discipline, and do it.
Mhm.
But things come up too, right?
Yeah.
Like I had a friend that was training for a half marathon and then she had a knee injury. And so that completely derailed her training. She didn't
Mhm.
end up being able to do it.
Mhm.
And so having the flexibility of knowing that life happens is
Yeah.
important too. Consistency does matter though, right?
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah. If you're
I
working towards a goal, absolutely.
yeah, and so I feel like this can be a double-edged sword
Mhm.
in like for like this topic in a way because I feel like I want to hold self-compassion or have
Mhm.
compassion for others and you do show up and
Mhm.
listen to your bodies. But if you are trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle and it does vary from person to person,
Yeah.
but having some sort of consistent movement and showing up in
Mhm.
different ways regularly is also
Yeah.
important too. So usually I like to prescribe start with 3 times a week
Mhm.
and then maybe add a recovery day for something that's like an active recovery
Yeah.
or we added just a cardio and you can
Mhm.
play with it and that's when it does become more personalized,
Mhm.
like talking to your trainer, talking to something where it's like I can work one-on-one with a client and be like, "Okay,
Yeah.
what are your specific goals?
Mhm.
And then how do we get you there?" Because I can say show up to a Pilates class 3 days a week, but
Yeah.
you may need more like flexibility work where it's like maybe you should be doing like a gentle yoga class as well
Mhm.
and then maybe, do you want to integrate lifting for a little bit more of that strength training? So
Mhm.
it really just it varies from person to person, but I think routines in fitness are important.
Yeah. And I like that you said too, it's not just like that you're doing something every day, although if your goal is just to move every day,
Mhm.
then great, you did
Yeah.
it. But like what classes are you taking and what's inspiring you right now? What's
Mhm.
motivating you? So for me, I mean, obviously I walk every day a
Mhm.
few miles
Mhm.
because I have a dog
Yeah.
and I live on the
I
Beltline,
love that.
so I'm walking.
Yeah.
And then we both are connected with Festive
Mhm.
Fitboxing and I love kickboxing. So I'm trying to do that at the very least once a week.
Yeah.
Just because I love it so much. And
Mhm.
some days I'm kicking ass and I'm doing every single combo and whatever. And some days I'm dancing in the back corner because I don't
Yeah.
have the energy to,
Mhm.
do the whole class.
Totally.
And part of that is blood sugars too,
Yeah.
being type 1
Mhm.
diabetic. Sometimes I,
Yeah.
crash in the middle and then I eat my little fruit snacks
Mhm.
and hang out. But I also, like, I love your class. I love doing the HIIT
Mhm.
Pilates once a
Yeah.
week. And then I have weird thoughts about like core exercises and them not needing to be a part of every single workout that you do because
Mm.
the core is a muscle group too. So like if you're doing an upper body and a lower body day, like core doesn't have to be a part of all of it. Like, so when I do
Core and
your
back,
class, to
yeah.
me, that's my core day.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that is some spicy core for
yeah,
sure.
no, it's a
Yeah,
lot of core.
definitely.
It's
Every class, core,
mostly
core, core.
core.
Yeah, it's good.
So to me,
Pilates,
if I
baby.
do, the kickboxing once a day and then your
Mhm.
class once a week or kickboxing once a week and then if I can do like a really heavy lifting day, like I feel really good and that's what's motivating me right now. But I know other people, you know, like run every morning and that's all they want to do or whatever. Like I do encourage people, your body likes novelty and you will see more gains when you're doing different things.
That is true. That is something that like in P-Volve training that they've really hammered home as well. And that's one thing with like you show up every day, we've got all this different equipment. It's a different combo, different thing every day so that your muscles aren't getting a full muscle memory.
Yep.
They're like getting a new variation.
They literally get bored.
Yeah, they're getting a new variation. A new way to challenge them. You're pairing it with something different. So it keeps your body on its toes. That's true.
So that's something about routine too. Like maybe just in general, maybe this is a really like deep philosophical thing we're saying here. But maybe routines need to change periodically in order to stay good and in order to like keep you moving towards whatever the goals you have for the routines that you're doing. But definitely in fitness. What workouts are you loving right now?
Oh my gosh, I love P-Volve.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's like there are different structures, like different kinds of classes there, but they're like signature sculpt class. It is a full body. Every day is different. I will say some of the pieces of equipment that I love are the slant board.
She complains about the slant board more than any other piece of equipment.
Yes.
I will say.
The first 2 classes I took, I was like, I hate this. But then I was like, this is a challenge. I'm going to force myself to like it.
Yeah.
And it's because you're getting that like uphill, downhill, and then you're like balancing on it too. Like it is just really working like the ankle stability. You're getting that like hip mobility with the balancing, tons of core work. I mean, it is a challenging, humbling piece of equipment. And I really like that. I also really like their P-band and some upper body resistance stuff that they have. It also is humbling every time. I feel like I remember going to the very first class. Amber, the lead trainer, is like so fit and so strong. And she just makes it look so easy. And she's like, and like everything. And I was like, like I could do like an inch. It was hilarious. And then I went through like the immersive training and I've gotten more comfortable with the equipment and I've built more endurance and strengthened my own body. And, you know, I'll do them like, especially when I teach, I don't do the full workout. So it is easier for me to like extend more because I'm doing less reps than the clients. But then when I take a class and we've got that band on, I mean, humbled every time. I'm like, by the end in that burnout, I'm like, oh, here I am again. I can only move a centimeter. But I do really like that method a lot. I really appreciate that. I also really like, I like all the methods that I teach, or I wouldn't be doing them. I like taking the methods that I teach. I do want to actually try new things that I don't teach. I haven't done like a spin class in so long that it'd basically be my first spin class again. So like I really want to try like another spin class and stuff just to like, again, try something new, get into an intense cardio. Like the kickboxing was a great cardio. And I think when trying new things, like if you want to add something to your routine, it's such an act of like vulnerability and trust building with yourself and your body. Like the first kickboxing class I took, I hated it. Same with the slant board. I think that's a theme in my life. I'll hate something and then I become obsessed with it actually.
Yeah.
I just my mom has some fun stories about that.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh, she hated XYZ and then became obsessed with that. It's like so silly.
I love things that other people are like, that's so hard. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
Like with your class, and you're like, we do 8 minutes of glute bridges at the beginning. My favorite part.
Oh, it is spicy.
Been since day one. Love it. I could do them all day.
Me too. I mean, I did
other things. I'm like, no, thank you.
I did one this morning. So humbled. Glutes, they're sore already. Like, wow.
Give me glute bridges all day. Ask me to do a lunge. No, thank you.
I know. Spicy.
No, thank you. No lunges for this girl.
Yeah. But trying new things, it's scary. Like, my first kickboxing class, first of all, I've never done any kind of like self-defense or kickboxing or like anything like that ever.
It's so like fun. It's so fun.
It was so awkward. I felt like such an idiot, like punching the bag. I'm like, what am I doing? And then my cardio endurance was not at the level that it is now at that point too. So I was like dying. And then I just felt like so uncomfortable and dumb. And I was like, that was great. I'm never going again. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, okay, I'm ready to tackle it again, right? Like that inner competitiveness, like competitiveness with myself.
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm ready. And so then I went again, didn't go for another few weeks, and I went again. And then I got my 1 month like unlimited pass and then became like addicted to it. So I think it's good to try new things and add new things to the routine, right? Because for me, I get some upper body issues with like my neck and tension. So like I haven't done the kickboxing classes in a couple weeks because I had like a weird shoulder injury going on.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise, I love to try to get to at least one kickboxing class a week because it's such good cardio. It like the endorphins, the community there is fantastic.
It is also therapy. Like you're hitting a bag for 45 minutes.
Totally.
And as a woman, that feels great.
Yeah, it's good. And then like getting to like a P-ball class, like, so for me also because I've been so busy, I've fallen out of like a fitness routine, which is kind of has been a good thing for me because I do have a tendency to like overdo it and push myself really hard and then I burn out physically. So having such a busy schedule, throw off my routines, I would say the last 2 months or so, that it's put me in a very interesting spot now. Like, and I'm not, okay, there are a few days where I'm like, I'm out of my routine. That class was so hard because I haven't been working as regularly or whatever.
As much,
But I actually feel like I have a really positive attitude because I'm so busy. I have to be more strategic about how I integrate my fitness routine into my life. And so I think it's actually a healthier mindset because I'm like, okay, if I can plan, these are the 3, maybe 4 classes that I want to take, and maybe I get to only 2 or 3 of them, like that is still a big success. And I'm not super obsessive in a toxic way for myself about like have to like work out or do anything to like a extreme amount. So I'm kind of grateful for that because I feel like there's a lot of potential for me now moving forward to integrate a healthy level of all the things and things ebb and flow, right? Like maybe I get to a healthy routine with whatever that fitness looks like for me, but maybe my eating routine is not so great. And so then we kind of work on that. And it's just like little baby steps, little tweaks here and there of each thing. Like I do like to strive to be perfect. Toxic trait.
I was just gonna say, what does that even?
I know. What does it mean? And it's so easy for me to say to someone like, we all know logically, like perfection doesn't exist. Like it's different for every person. Like,
and it would be different every day.
And for me to be like, this is the perfect me. Or for me to be like, this is a perfect version of Chelsea and your version of perfection for you. They're gonna look totally different. So I mean, logically, my brain can be like, this is ludicrous, but the toxic part of me is like, we want to be perfect all the time. So that's an interesting mental cycle to break as well. So that's been a fun journey. And so I think the kind of things, the lessons I've been learning as my schedule's been so busy with like softcore and teaching and work and all the things, it's like all culminating to, I think, a more healthy routine cycle and lifestyle. So I am super grateful for that, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now that I verbalize all of it.
I was just going to ask too, like, because of all of that and because it's just a good thing to talk about, do you have like a mental health routine, which could include like therapy or not, or I mean, meditation, you know where you are on that. But
so actually I'm not currently seeing a therapist. I love therapy. I have been to therapy many times and, you know, long chunks of my life. I think I recommend it to everybody. I think it's so good for interpersonal communication skills, emotional intelligence, communication skills with your peers, all the things. I'm not currently seeing a therapist now. I do want to see a nutritionist, which would be a food therapy.
Hey, that helps with mental health too.
But I would say like current practices, I keep saying naps, but I think that that really is a good mental health thing for me. And to have some quiet nights in where like yesterday it was such a treat to not have any plans on a Friday night and I could watch Netflix. I could dilly-dally on my phone. I went to sleep when I wanted to, like that is a really great. Having some flex space is my biggest mental health practice. Because even the like rigid vibes of like, I have to go to Sweat House, which is a self-care thing, can feel so rigid, and then it's not as relaxing. So having a...
It's just a to-do list that you're checking off and you're not present with it. So
giving myself every few days or whatever it looks like in my schedule, the free space to do nothing or do something is my biggest mental health thing, because I do have so much on my plate and it is very stressful.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing, and I'm loving it. Like, it's working. And sometimes my body tells me I'll get a migraine and it'll be screaming at me like, you need some quiet time and things like that. But I have been working to kind of tune into that and like carve out that space for myself too. I also like to read. I think that's a good mental health thing. Usually I'm a nonfiction girly, but I have been getting into some fiction. I think healthy dissociation is good sometimes. Like, I need to just disconnect, let me live in someone else's fantasy world. And, you know, again, I've got to make the time. Like, I haven't read the series that I'm on, that I'm reading now, in like a couple weeks because I've been so busy. But you know, I should probably have time to do that this weekend, or it'll just work out when it does. But that's a really big mental health thing for me too.
Yeah.
Music. Music is a good one. I think I notice like different styles of music impact my mood. And so lately I've been actually trying to listen to more chill ambient music in the background to get the nervous system to like chill out a little bit, especially because I move so fast that can kind of balance that, like, oh, gotta go, next thing, next thing. So I noticed that has been a good thing for my mental health as well. And a good cry.
Yeah.
When my Prozac allows. I think that's really good too. Get it out, right? And I feel like I call it Prozac crying, because even if it's like the essence of a tear, it's still some sort of like release.
Steam leaves your eye.
Exactly. Yes. But I've had more of those moments lately. I think also because I've been so busy and stressed that like I do need that little bit of release, and that is very beautiful too. And for those of you that can regular cry and not Prozac cry, I haven't had that in a hot minute, but man, it's a good feeling.
Oh, I'm Scorpio moon. I cry every day.
Good feeling. Love, love, love. What about you?
For mental health, some similar ones. Like, you know, we both read, and we're both kind of in this like romantic-y phase a little bit. I mean, we both read other things for sure, but I just feel like it's such a good way to dissociate, I guess, a little bit, but just like be in a different world and let go of whatever else is happening. Or it's also something to look forward to. Like, I'm at a spot in one of my books right now where like it's almost done and I know it'll be a cliffhanger, but the next book is out anyway, but I'm like, I need to go there. Like, I need to go.
It's also such a practice of being present, right? And not having your brain ping pong of all the things you've got to do. It's like, no, I am in it. And I think that's I think that's part of it, at least for me. It's like that active presence and like being so present.
You have to be, otherwise what did you just read?
Yeah, you'll be rereading the same paragraph over and over 100%. And over again.
Yeah. So I really like that. Talk therapy is something that I have done in the past. I see its value and I do like it, and I think it's so important. For me, my issues with mental health are everything is in my head, and I get it. I know why it happened. I know why I felt those emotions. I get why you felt those emotions. And like, I do all the talk therapy in my head, which like, also, I'm sure if you're listening, you're like, okay, girl, whatever. But for me, the more important thing is moving it through my body, is actually feeling
the somatic
it.
work. Yeah.
And so somatic work has been really important to me in the last few years.
Yes.
And so like, I'll do a shaking meditation, or I think I've talked about soul dance before here. And I haven't been in forever. I need to go because it's just such an amazing experience and community. But you just dance it out, and
I love that.
People yell and scream and cry and
how
jump,
vulnerable.
and
that sounds terrifying, but
it's
what
amazing.
a sacred
but
space.
No one's paying attention to you.
Exactly.
And there's like 50 to 100 other people there, just like in their own worlds. I mean, you can dance with people if you want to, but like sometimes I'm just there with my eyes closed and I'm just like bouncing, or whatever it is I'm doing. But dance is always big for me. Like, I will always go dancing, and for me it's not like going dancing and having alcohol and looking at cute boys. It's literally like, I want to sweat on the dance floor and shake my ass, which I will say, like, for women, like moving your hips and twerking and like that is sacred movement, and like, I don't care who you are, that releases some emotions and some pent-up tension. Definitely. And it is really good for your body and for your mental health. And so those are really big ones for me. I think like finding a balance with routines is good for my mental health too. So right now, like I said, I'm really loving what I'm doing in the morning. I have a little bit of a nighttime routine where I will, do my skincare, and which we should talk about skincare routines, and get into bed and read my fantasy book until I'm too tired to
I love that.
click the next Kindle page and then set it down and go to sleep. So maybe transitioning into like nighttime routines. There's nothing major for mine. Like I make sure I have my little water, I brush my teeth, I do my skincare. My bed vibrates for 20 minutes. It's massage, but it literally just vibrates.
Cool.
And
that is an interesting way to probably relax and get into the body.
Yeah. It was so weird when I first got it, and I was like, this is not a massage. This is just vibrating. I'm never going to use this. And then the second it shuts off, I'm like,
more.
Yeah. And until I fall asleep, like I'll keep resetting the 20-minute timer. Like it does something magical to your body.
Oh
like
my God,
it's
I love that.
incredible. Or like if I need to take a nap and like the couch isn't doing it, I will go vibrate in the bed for a little bit.
I love it. I love it.
I also recently got a vibration plate.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to incorporate that into my daily routine, or at least 3 times a week to do, I think 10 minutes is the recommended.
Yeah.
And that's been helping at night too. Like last night I was really sore and I was like, let me just go stand on the vibration plate.
Yeah.
10 minutes, like
definitely
had a TV show on in the background and did that. And I like mentally and physically, like stepping off of that, I just felt lighter.
I love that.
So that was really great. I would deep dive on skincare, but we can wait and do that one like together.
I would love
your nighttime one.
Yeah. Nighttime I feel more solid with for some reason, although it's still as flexible as the morning one, I guess. But usually it's like piping hot lava shower, really relaxes the muscles, burn the skin off. My skincare routine varies from night to night. Sometimes it's like, let me get all out and into it. And sometimes it's literally like, I double wash my face in the shower and then put on just a moisturizer and call it a day.
Yeah.
But then getting into bed, I actually, in my opinion, stepped up my sleep routine because I treated myself to a very nice, beautiful silk pillowcase over the holidays. And I did get like a beautiful silk like sleep mask too, which I don't wear regularly because I do like to sleep with the sun.
Yeah, same.
But that is really nice. And it has this really beautiful, clean essential oil spray. And then I snuggle with my cat. We have our little social time, and I will either like be winding down with like things that I need to do, so still being productive, or like reading.
Yeah.
And then I always like turn on Harry Potter because it's a guilty pleasure. And I know that I am like a grown ass adult, and it is a comfort thing. Like I was a slow reader and had to go to special reading tutoring as a kid. She's not perfect. So my mom got me all of the Harry Potter books on audio tape. So as a child, I would go to sleep listening to the audio tapes. So as an adult, I listen to the movies. I'm currently listening to the 4th movie every night to go to bed. And it was the 3rd one for a while. But so that's a routine because once that's on, my brain just knows that it's time. I think I told you the other day that I intentionally put it on for a nap and didn't set an alarm and woke up when we were supposed to be somewhere in 10 minutes because my brain was like, we're ready to sleep. It's Harry Potter. Yeah.
I love those cues though of like, I have sound in my bedroom too.
Yeah.
And like, I think all of those little things definitely like cue your brain. So again, routine that your mind and body knows like, relax now.
Yeah. I love it. But that's it. It's super simple. I also have water. I get up in the middle of the night because I tend to chug water during the middle of the night for whatever reason.
Same.
But that's it. It is simple.
I like that. Okay, skincare. I want to break it down. So daily. What is your daily skincare?
Again, it varies from day to day because sometimes I use the chemical exfoliant, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do a clay mask, sometimes I don't. But I would say like basic generic daily skincare routine is I wash my face in the morning. once. I've tended to, since we had a conversation with Avery and Kelly, I double wash it at night now.
Yeah.
I wash it twice, and I usually use 2 different kinds of cleansers. But in the mornings, nice wash. Usually some sort of toner. I forget the name, but it's like a skin food. It's a high moisturizing. Like my skin tends to like dry out.
Yeah.
So I put that on before putting any kind of like tinted sunscreen moisturizer on. But definitely SPF, definitely moisturizer. Ideally, it can be in the same product.
Yeah.
And that's that. And then actually throughout the day, when I got my earlobe sewn up, they recommended this really amazing medical grade product that has like a misting spray that's like an antibacterial, antifungal stuff. So when I work out, I will take that and I will use that after the workout as a nice little mist to like reset the skin. And then in the evening, I will double wash it in the shower. I use one of those little, what is it, like the rubber, like thingy. It's not like an exfoliant, but it's like a textured thing. So it's not just my hands. And I have one that vibrates too, actually.
Yeah, I have one of those.
But I don't use it regularly. I use it every so often.
I need to charge mine.
Yeah.
It's been dead for 2 years.
Clearly it hasn't been that mist.
Still have it.
Me too.
I have 2. I have like the little like pod one, and then I have one with like a handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, again, I can add some more serums. Sometimes I'll do the little clay mask before I get in the shower. But also still kind of simple, deeper moisturizer. It's a lot thicker for me in the evening time. And that's it. You know, I like the hyaluronic acid. I forget this other one that I have because I'm really working on my pores. And well, step 1 of that is consistently washing your face, which I will say I am guilty of. I love to go to bed with my makeup on, and that's just, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's like skincare 101, especially for your pores. Wash.
I hate washing my face unless I'm in the shower. Then it doesn't bother me. But like washing it outside.
Yeah, because then it goes all down. It goes all down your arms, and then it's like all over the sink. And like I have a weird like water thing, so that's one thing I hate doing dishes. I have to put my hands in gloves. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
I get it.
So yeah, so there's that. I feel like I've been a little bit softer in my skincare routine and not as like rigid and stringent. I feel like I've also done more procedures, which I know you asked what was my daily skincare routine. So we can just stop there and go into some other things. But I feel like I've exercised different skincare things that are a little bit more invasive as part of my skincare routines, to be honest. So what about you?
I mean, I think similar. I was never like a huge skincare person. I'm more into it now as I'm aging and my skin is changing and all that. And I love like playing with products and trying new things. In the morning, I don't do much. It's literally like splash water on my face and put on moisturizer, sunscreen, whatever. I have like a serum that I'll do. I got a new one recently that I don't know if it works, but it like has green things in it to help like try and take the red out. Put that one in the morning, and then serum, and then moisturizer. Yeah. I'm not as good at sunscreen as I should be. I will get better as like we get into summer months, but the rest of the year.
But you should wear it every day, even if it's cold and even if it's cloudy. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know this.
SPF.
But I still don't do it.
Yeah, I was horrible about it when I was younger.
Yeah, I do a little bit more at night because I've found some new products that I'm really liking. So especially if I shower at night, I'll do this thing. It's called Riedel Shot, and it has like microsilica in it, so it's supposed to like mimic micro needling, I guess. Yeah. I don't think I've been using it long enough to know it works. Yeah. But I put that on first, and then it's supposed to just like help everything else absorb better. So then I'll put on my serum, which is a PDRN serum and a PDRN eye cream. Yeah. Again, don't know if they work yet. Haven't been using them long enough.
Well, stay tuned.
I am not the best at staying consistent on eye creams, but I want to. Especially as I age. And then at night, I'll use something a little thicker. Right now it's winter, so I'm using like this Skin Fix like triple lipid barrier craziness. In the summer I'll use something lighter that's more like water-based. But then I've been loving this wrapping mask. I don't do it every night because it is a little annoying. Because it like can get in your hair and
that makes sense.
But basically you put it on over everything and then you let it dry and then you go to sleep. with it on, and then in the morning it like looks like your skin is peeling off. It's not your skin, it's just the mask. But you like peel it all off.
It does look like skin though, because I talked to you in the morning before you took it off.
Saw me.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like what you look like after a chemical peel. Like it is like the skin just peels back. It's crazy.
But it's
But
not
that's
your
really
skin. It's
right.
just the mask.
But that is cool that it like locks everything in overnight.
Yeah,
I do
my
want to try
skin
it.
feels unbelievable in the morning after I wear the mask.
I'm gonna go
I
get
don't
some
wear it
today
every
after
night.
this.
They sell it. The one I'm using is the Medicube, which I know has been all over social media. It's like $20. So if you want to try it, it's like a super affordable way to try it.
Yeah.
I got mine, I think at Ulta maybe. I don't remember. But I'm loving using that. Again, I don't do it every night. I try to do it at least once a week, or like after a night. Like if you are drinking alcohol or you're out for the night or you're doing, you know, a day where you sweat a lot, like locking in more moisture is more important, or if you've had like a really high caffeine day or whatever. So I try to pay attention to those things and then try and wear it on those days.
Yeah.
But it is fun in the morning then when you get to like peel it off.
Yeah.
That's it for like my daily. I know, like you were saying, you have some other stuff. So do you have like weekly, monthly, quarterly things that you would call a skincare routine?
So I've integrated like a hydrofacial, or sometimes like the Hydra Beauty Facial at Boundless Beauty and Wellness. It's the same thing, just an off-brand. I usually like to do that every other month.
Yeah.
If not once a month, it just depends. But at least every other month, because it's like what I call the little pore vacuum. It's really getting the dead skin off. It's, you know, vacuuming out the pores. You can see the little jar of stuff. I've requested to never see it again. It's disgusting, of everything that comes off of your face. But then you're also getting like intense hydration with like a personalized serum of whatever your skincare needs are. So I love that. That has been a really great addition to my more regular skincare. I also like lasering. I've gotten 2 rounds of the BBL and Moxie light treatments. And that's really been great for any of my hyperpigmentation, because I didn't wear sunscreen as a kid. So there's definitely like some sun damage around. And then like resurfacing and like skin texture, pore size, and things like that. Usually most treatments, they recommend that you get done, you know, in cycles of 3, especially kind of closer, because it's like you are damaging the skin intentionally so that it heals, and then you go right back into that cycle. Like it heals and you should do it again. That's not how it aligned when I did the first 2 sessions, just because I was so busy. But I would like to integrate that probably at least twice a year, which is kind of the cadence that I'm on now, as I just started that last year, and I've loved the results. My skin has been like baby butt soft. I mean, like, wow. I really love chemical peels. I've gotten a handful of chemical peels done at Boundless Beauty and Wellness. I think that that is a really great regular thing. Also, fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, your skin texture, that kind of thing. They use a brand that is inclusive to all skin tones, which I think is super fantastic. That's really important to me, because there are, you know, certain procedures that those that have like higher melanin percentages or whatever rates can't, because it will pull the pigmentation out. So I really like that they use the VI chemical peel products. And then microneedling. I love microneedling, and that's actually something that I want to integrate on a more regular cadence, especially for like the fine lines in the pores and things like that, because it in the collagen, like it is like intentional trauma to the skin, and you can pair it with like exosomes or the PDRN, or you can put Botox, like a little bit of the neurotoxin for a more glass skin look. And so that I think is such a good one that's not like a super invasive, like a CO2 laser. I haven't gotten done, but my mom got it done, and I'm like, where did your pores go? I mean, it's incredible, but it's very expensive. I mean, you literally look like a burnt piece of toast for at least 10 days. Like that one is whoo. But I think microneedling is really great because it can be customized. And so that's something that I want to start getting done at least quarterly, if not maybe, you know, twice a year, doing like a 3 series, like timed it out. And again, that's where like you need to lean on us. Like I'm not a skincare professional. That's where I rely on like Avery and Kelly at Boundless Beauty and Wellness, or like whatever med spa you choose to go to. But if you're in the Atlanta area, quick plug, they're up and coming. It's worth every second of the drive. They're fantastic. Very holistic, but that's where you discuss with an esthetician and a medical team of what's going to be best for your skin type and your skin goals. So I've shifted to a little bit more of that. In the same breath, I could clean up and tighten up my day-to-day routine because I'm spending so much money on Botox and those aesthetic things and all those. It's like continue to maintain that investment.
Yeah.
And we've got some clips that we can share about, Avery discussing one of the skin lines that they have, Epionce, and like just the differences between medical grade skincare and, skincare that's available at Sephora, the drugstore, and things like that. So, they have a higher price point, but usually they've got a higher potency of things too.
Right.
Like if I go to Sephora and get a retinoid, it's going to be different than what I can get from someone that can prescribe me tretinoin and that kind of thing. So it's just kind of, again, I think seeking professional opinions personally, because then you might think one thing is good for you because I said that it was good for me.
Yeah.
And that might actually not be what the professional recommends for you. So why waste $300, $400, $500 on something that maybe isn't going to yield the best results for you just because I liked it, right? And I mean, I'm all about trying new things. So if you want to go try new things and you've got money to blow, by all means go do it. I love to be the guinea pig and try new procedures and stuff like that. But always consult the professionals to help customize it to you.
Absolutely.
But I've found a huge difference in my skin, texture and pore size. What am I thinking about? What is the word?
Elastic?
No.
Collagen? All fine lines?
No, it's a simpler word even. It's time for another sip of caffeine and a tiny break when your brain stops working. But your complexion.
Oh,
like the uneven
that
complexion.
thing.
Like I've noticed such a difference. And I think, some people will say sometimes less is more. You don't need a 12-step skincare routine to have great looking skin, because sometimes we're overdoing it with products and that's drying it out and that's causing irritation and it's disrupting your body's natural oil production and all those things. So again, consult the professionals.
Yeah.
But those are some of the things that I've been integrating that I really like, that go past just the daily application of things.
Yeah.
It's been game changing. I really like it.
No,
I'll talk about it obviously till I'm like blue in the face, but
no, I love that. I used to have a membership at a day spa, and I would get like a monthly facial and a monthly massage. And I do want to get back to a point where I'm doing those things.
Yeah.
Just to, like, for nothing else, the relaxation,
totally.
the touch is so nice for our nervous system.
Yep.
But with the skincare especially, like, it's just a deep clean. It's someone assessing what you've got going on that you might not be able to see. I literally can't see my skin, so it's always nice to have someone be
You're like, I don't have pores because I can't see them.
Exactly. No pores, no stray hairs. It's great. I can't see
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, no, that's true. And actually mine started with, I was going to Massage Envy because I needed regular body work because I was having such bad panic attacks when I moved back. I needed the massage. I was holding so much tension all the time. But they also offer, milder chemical peels.
Yeah.
It's not as medical. And facials. So I was using my credits sometimes to get facials, and that was kind of my intro. And that was just like a generic basic starter facial, right? Where they're using the skincare and then just a deep cleanse, the extractions and things. And that was a good intro into the self-care relaxation part. Also, a little face massage goes a long way. Like, I feel like it's like we forget about our feet. So when you roll it on one of those little spiky balls, it's like so intense because we hold so much tension. But same thing with like the jaw and here. So when you're getting like a little bit more massage, they can like pinch the eyebrows. You don't realize how much tension your face holds because of just like day-to-day things.
Yeah, it's so nice. I feel the same way like getting my nails done and they do the hand massage.
Oh my God,
like, who knew?
Who knew?
Like, that feels so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing, like getting manicures, pedicures.
Yeah.
I try to do as often as I can. My friend is the only person I let touch my nails, so it just depends on when our schedules align. Love to a more, but that's such a nice thing, and it's really important to take care of your hands and your feet. Like, it's not just a superficial aesthetic.
I was gonna say, I think some people, and even though I get my nails done on a regular basis, it is a luxury expense. It is so expensive, and for me, like, I don't have a bunch of extra things to like be like, "Well, I'm just gonna go whatever."
Yeah.
But like getting my nails done, I've gone through phases where like I'll have like acrylic put on and then maybe I'll do gel
Mhm.
and then whatever. And I try to like find a balance. But when I have gel or I don't have a little bit of a thicker coat on my hands, one, I'm really rough on my hands and I don't even do anything that crazy.
Yeah.
But like I am like clumsy. I break nails all the time, whatever. But like also when I'm stressed, like some people bite their nails.
Mhm.
I rip them down till they bleed.
Okay,
Bleed.
mine isn't that bad,
And
but I
so
do rip mine
no,
down.
bad. Like,
Yeah.
they look like I put them in the shredder. They're so painful. It's
Yeah.
hideous. It's like this horrible nervous thing that I do, and I live like, my life is stressful.
Mhm.
So, like, if they're not thick,
Yeah.
I will rip them down. And so now I've just accepted, like, okay, I don't have to have long, like, acrylic
Mhm.
nails, but if they're not acrylic, they're gonna be the thicker version of the SNS, something that holds the nail shape, holds the stuff on so that
Yeah.
I physically cannot rip it down.
Mhm.
And that is like a physical health practice, a mental health practice,
Yeah.
um, and that kind of thing. And like, does that sometimes mean I'll let them grow out so long that they absolutely need to get redone because it is a luxurious cost and
Yeah.
expenditure? Yes. But that is a wellness routine for me
Yeah. Oh,
because
absolutely.
I self sabotage by pulling them down that I absolutely need to do.
No.
Do I need to get my toes done? No. That's
Yeah.
something that I'll get done once a quarter.
Right. And mine's the opposite. I mean, no, I am hard on my nails and they're definitely ripped down and whatever.
Yeah.
But because I have diabetes, like foot care is so critical and so
Yeah.
important that that's the thing I don't
Yeah.
negotiate on or whatever.
Mhm.
That is the thing I will always have done.
Yeah.
And he's a spa pedicurist and
Yes.
reflexology, so
Yes,
it's
he's
just so
fantastic.
good. And he's like watching and being like, this change, like watch
Yeah.
for that or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's been amazing for me. And there's definitely other things like shifting gears a little bit with the diabetes that
Mhm. Yeah.
has become a part of my routine.
I was gonna say that forces you to have certain routines day
Yeah,
to day because
absolutely.
it's your survival depends on it.
Yeah. It's interesting too, it's shifted over the 30 years that I've had
Mhm.
type 1 diabetes because you used to have to like test your blood sugar physically
Mm.
and there was no insulin pump, so like I was doing a long acting insulin that I had to take at the same time every single day, manual
That's
injection,
wild.
and then anytime I wanted to eat or anytime my blood sugar was high, then that was another manual injection. So like
Yeah.
just really paying attention to that and that routine
Mhm.
since I was 10 years old. But now I have a CGM and I have an insulin pump, so I don't have to test because it's constantly monitoring.
Yeah.
I do have to test occasionally just to calibrate it if it's not right.
Sure.
But I still have to change those sites. So like every 3 days, I have to change where my pump goes. And then every 20 days, it's supposed to be every 10, but I hacked it. Every 20 days, I change where my sensor goes. And I think the most interesting thing for me about that routine is sometimes those days line up and I get to have a naked shower.
Oh my God,
So funny.
what?
But I almost never get to take a shower with nothing attached to my body. And so every once in a while, I have to change
That's
the
my
boat.
privilege showing right now.
And I get to take
Wow.
all the sticky stuff off and have a
Wow.
shower with nothing on me. And that's
Mm.
amazing. It honestly probably happens like, I don't even know if it happens once a quarter. Sometimes
Yeah.
I like force it if one of them is close.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it is so nice.
I cannot even imagine.
Yeah. I mean, and they're not like huge things or whatever, and I don't
But
even notice them when
still.
I'm in the shower. But like with my sensor, especially, like if I get out and dry off and put something on right away, like the sticky stuff is still damp, and all of a sudden I'll see like a big wet spot on my shirt and be
Oh,
like,
sure.
oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Sure.
But for the most part, you don't even notice it. But like I said, when you get to take a naked shower,
What a treat.
it's amazing. Which is so funny. People are like, every shower is naked. And I'm like, no.
No, it's
No,
not
they're
the
not.
same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people, well, when it doesn't affect them, have no
Yeah.
idea.
No.
Hello, me right now. But it is like I think those little things are very important to honor for yourself, first of all. And I think that's really cool that you shared that because I think the next shower after they listen to this will take a shower and be like, think about that and be like, oh, I have this luxury of taking a
Yeah.
naked shower every time, and
Every
Chelsea
time.
gets to do it maybe once a quarter.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's very cool because lots of other people have other kind of, you know, circumstances and things where, you know, bodies are weird. They do wild things.
Yeah.
Like there are tons of other things that have other little weird instances and stuff like that. But
Well,
yeah,
sensory things or medical equipment or whatever, like all makes routine different.
definitely.
You have different routines if those are things you have to clean or
Yes.
manage or whatever. But then too, like a shower might not feel good. A hot shower might not feel good. A cold shower might not feel good. Like whatever, touching hair, you know, everybody has something going on that makes their routines just a little bit different. And so I think on that note, just recognizing that like everybody has different challenges. All of us have, you know, different things. We talk, you know, day to day, our routines work. They
different
break,
needs, different goals.
but even just, I mean, I don't want to go too deep because I know we've been talking about routines for a long time. And clearly we could talk about them forever. But different things like break your routines, like grief and injuries, and just to like be gentle with yourself and soft when they have to change. Like we said earlier, I think it's good to have your routines change, assess them, think about them. Are they working? Are they not? And so as we kind of wind down this episode, like we'd love to hear from all of you. Do you love routine? Do you hate routine? What's working in your routines? What do you love
what's
about
your favorite one now? What's one that you had to kind of release because it was no longer serving you?
Routines you're working towards?
Yeah, I love that. Drop it in the comments below.
Yeah, or find us on Instagram.
Subscribe. Yeah, would love to create like a community dialogue. We've been doing more events in person in Atlanta. So if you are in Georgia in the Atlanta area, we'll probably do an event themed on this topic so that we can have more of these discussions in real life and continue to build the community, obviously in the digital space, but also in the physical space here too.
Yeah.
We have so much to learn from each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In softness, we thrive.
Thank you for listening to Softcore Wellness. We'd like to thank our team at Focal Point Narrative,
Soul Flows Studios,
the Union Fit Hub,
Stella at Star Metals in West Midtown, Atlanta, Georgia.
And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and anywhere else that you listen.
You can find us on our socials at We Are Softcore Wellness. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.